It's your girl, AyChristene, and today we're gonna find out if we are in love. We checked out last week ways to know if someone's a liar by Psych2Go, and you guys really liked that video and were sharing things that you agreed with and disagreed with, which I really liked. Some people were like, yeah, I agree, or some people were like, no, the I thing, which was something I was saying. I don't think that the I thing is strong enough due to the fact that people can just feel uncomfortable by staring at someone else's eyes. I completely understand. This is 8 signs you are actually in love. We'll find out if those of us who think we're in love are actually in love, or if these people are just wrong in what they're saying. But we'll find out. Link is in the description box below for you to check out. Now let's get started. Psych2Go. Bing.
What is love anyway?
Love.
Is it just a chemical reaction?
No,
Or
it's something spiritual.
is love something deeper?
Deeper.
Something
It's
that
deeper.
can't be explained by science. Maybe we'll never know.
I don't know
But
if
for
it can be
those of us
explained.
who have experienced love,
Hi, cutie.
we know for a fact that it exists.
Yes.
And maybe that's enough.
Although her statement was a little
But how do
confusing.
we know if we were ever truly in love? Here are 8 signs your
Okay.
feelings were real all along.
The intro was a little
You
bit
shared
confusing.
your deepest secrets.
Okay.
True love is all about trust.
Yes.
You never put up walls. In fact, you usually do the exact opposite.
Sometimes
Lovers
you
are
put up
desperate
walls
to show
even if
their
you love
true
someone.
selves, wearing their heart on their sleeves and holding nothing back. So if you two shared
Sometimes.
your deepest, darkest secrets, there's a good chance it was true love. You didn't
I like when
gossip
she said
about your love.
good chance.
True love feels incredibly special. All of
Yes.
a sudden, the entire
Yes.
world fades away into a blurry backdrop. You become the sharp focus of each other's lives. As cheesy as it sounds, love is all that matters. That's why true
Sounds like a
lovers
rom-com.
don't really gossip about their relationship. Your partner is the only person who understands what you're going through, because no one else understands your unique connection. True lovers strive to keep that special feeling alive. And
Oh,
private.
hold on.
don't you agree?
You know what they about to do. Okay, I don't agree with that second one. If you're as a sign to know you're in love means you're not telling other people about it. It's one thing, like, because she doesn't mean, when she's saying gossip, she doesn't mean like talking trash about your love, but like telling other people about your love. And that's not true. Sometimes you want to share that love with other people, and you want them to experience that with you or understand how great this other person makes you feel. So I don't agree with the whole, oh, you wouldn't really talk to people about it type of thing. No, I don't think that's true at all.
You never tried to control them.
No,
There's an
that's
old
also not
saying
true.
which
I don't
basically
think these
sums
people are
this up.
married.
If you love something, set
I don't
it
think
free.
this is married.
If it comes back, it's yours. True lovers don't try to control or constrict one another. Although this sounds like a pretty simple idea,
Maybe this is
a
the difference
lot of people
between
don't
what they
fully
mean and
understand
marriage.
what it means. True love isn't about ownership. When we try to control someone, we grab on tight, not letting it out of our grasp. When we love someone,
Depending.
we completely let go. Why? Because we want to see them fly. We
Okay.
never used
That's only in specific situations where, like, let's say you're in love with somebody and they got a job across the country. That's when you do that whole let it fly away and let it come back. When you're with somebody and let's say you share finances, you do kind of try to control how much money's leaving the house. If you're trying to budget and control how much money, for bills and things, you may try to control what they eat, and not in a bad way, but in a way of like making sure that they're eating right or eating at all, or you try to control how they take care of themselves, and not in a bad way, but in the way of making sure that they are taking care of themselves. And by that, I mean saying, hey, make sure you eat these. If I cook some food and I have veggies, and I try to make sure that my husband eats his veggies, because he don't really like veggies. He likes the meat and whatever rice or potatoes, whatever it is. But he's not really big on the veggies. You do try to control that because I want him to be healthy. I want him to live long. So I don't agree with that last statement either. So you never use that. See, this is in marriage. You do.
ultimatums.
Marriage is different.
Here's another big cliche you've probably heard a million times before.
What?
True love is unconditional.
That's
What
true.
does that mean?
That's true.
As Shakespeare put it,
What?
Love is not love which alteration finds. This basically means that you don't look for excuses to end things if you're truly in love.
Yeah.
If you have relationship issues, you see them as hurdles to overcome,
Right.
not reasons to back out.
Right. That
Obviously,
I agree.
there are always legitimate reasons to leave an unhealthy relationship.
Yes. Very
Violence
true.
and cheating are just two examples.
Right.
But
I
if
agree.
you threaten to leave unless your partner got a better job or stopped dressing a certain way,
Okay.
your love probably wasn't the
agree.
real deal.
I agree.
Before we
with those.
continue to the next point, we just want to say thank you for watching and supporting our work.
You're welcome.
If you've been a long-time fan, we are truly grateful for your continued support in making our vision possible.
Cute. This is cute. I'm
Now
a
on to
new
point
person.
5.
Oh, okay.
Love
and hate.
and hate.
Oh, okay.
You probably think that love and hate are exact opposites, right? Well,
Yeah.
that just isn't true.
Okay.
The real opposite of love is indifference. Why? Because both love and hate require you to care about the other person. Love and hate are
You don't
entwined
hate
in a
them.
way that few people...
No. You don't hate them. You just hate the current situation. Okay, I absolutely disagree with the situation, because you hate, dictators in other countries. It doesn't mean that you cared about them. You care about the people that are affected by what they did. So I don't agree that hate is that indifference is the opposite of love. I think that hate is the opposite of love, because you can love someone or you can hate them. You can also be indifferent, but it's not an opposition, I feel. I think that this is very incorrect, unless it's just badly displayed on what they mean.
fully realize. This concept was explored in a 2017 study called The Deeper the Love, the Deeper the Hate. Researchers found
Maybe
that when
after?
people experience intense love, they are more likely to experience
Yikes.
equally intense hate after the romance ends.
After, I can see that.
In fact,
I agree.
Research suggests that the brain circuits involved in love and hate are the same. You can refer to the sources in the description later.
Okay, I agree.
Things never became
If you really love
routine.
someone and they really hurt you, it could hurt.
Clinical psychologist and marriage counselor Randy Gunther once
like that
laid
they
out
tagged him.
9 signs of what she believes to be true love.
Okay.
Surprise and intrigue were right at the top of that list. She
What do you mean?
explained that true love never becomes routine. It never feels like you're just going through the motions. Real lovers spend entire
Marriage is
lifetimes
different.
joyfully discovering every little detail about each other.
Mm-hmm.
It never gets old. This idea also extends to sex, which is an important part of most loving relationships.
Kids, turn down the volume.
The physical aspect of true love is
Oh,
always
okay.
rich with excitement and possibilities.
Bomb chicka womp
The
womp.
sky does become bluer. The
It
feeling
does
of
become bluer.
home. At the bottom of her list, Randy Gunther wrote one simple word: home.
That,
For true
I agree.
lovers, this word really hits the nail on the head.
I agree.
So, what does it mean? When you're with someone
He
you
feels
love,
like he's my home.
you just feel completely at ease.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more than just feeling comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
The feeling of home means safety,
Yeah.
trust, and
Yeah.
warmth.
Yeah.
Being home means you can let your guard down. In
Take off
many
your
ways,
N9 mask.
it's an emotion that we can't really put into words.
Mm-hmm.
But we know one thing.
What?
We really resonate with Randy Gunther's final point.
Yes.
What do you think?
I do
You
agree.
see a future with them.
Oh, I thought that was like, hey, that was the end talk now, but I guess not. All right, so.
Maybe as you're watching this video,
Mm-hmm.
you're looking back and realizing that your love was real all along. This could be a beautiful revelation.
I knew it was real.
But it might also be painful. Before you lose hope, ask yourself whether or not you still see yourself with your ex-partner in the future.
Oh, this is like a past
you answered
relationship.
yes,
Okay.
Then there's no doubt about it. It really was true love all along.
I'm a true lover.
And who knows? You might still have your happily ever after.
Oh,
Do you agree with the points we've mentioned?
not all of
What
them.
other
No.
signs of true love have you experienced? If you enjoyed this video, why
Okay, so I think with this, there's a difference between relationships, marriage, and love. Because you can love someone deeply and be truly in love with someone, but if you're in a relationship or in a marriage with them, sometimes it's going to take work. Sometimes, like they say, where you have to rekindle the fire. I feel like to make the statement that it never gets dull or it never, dries out is a dangerous statement to make, where people will be like, oh, it's dried out. Oh my goodness, I must not be in love. I must get divorced. It's not like that. I do really want to set that precedence that if you're in a relationship and you're in love with somebody, there are going to be times where you may not even like them. Okay, that's the truth. You may wake up one day, stuff might happen, you'd be like, I don't want to be around you right now. But that doesn't mean that your love is failing or that you need to separate. It just means hurdles. Like she was saying, when you look at problems, you don't look at them as like something to end a relationship. You're like, hey, this is something we need to work through. So I want to say that I didn't agree with a lot of the stuff that they said in this. And it's because I've been, with someone for over 10 years. So you got to take these things and try to understand and apply them to who you are. I hope nobody's watching this and being like, oh, writing this down, holy crap, I gotta leave my person because they don't meet these signs. Because I don't even agree with a lot of the signs that they were saying. So I would say to take this with a grain of salt, or maybe they were generalizing too much, but this is what you should do. In your relationship, evaluate how they make you feel, how you make them feel, and whether it is something that truly means a lot to you and how it affects you and all that stuff. If everything's healthy, everything's good, then you're great. If you're in a damaged or toxic relationship, then you leave. Outside of that, unless you don't love the person, you know it, then just leave. Don't watch some video to try to find out, oh wow, I'm really not in love with that person, So I didn't really agree. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are points you agreed with and what are points you did not agree with? If you liked that video, check out the link in the description box below. If you like this video, hug the like button. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.